Let's talk about the pause phase before the quantum leap. Yes, I am quite certain that you've heard about quantum leaping. If you haven't, let's talk about it. It is a term that's often taken from quantum physics, but the reality of that teaching has been brought into the spiritual community to describe what we call a massive shift. It can be in identity, it can be in leaping into a different timeline, feeling timelines collapse. It is what we call a true quantum leap, which is drastically shifting our life, having an entirely new version of our life that we've called in through our action, our frequency, manifesting it and envisioning it, and then readying our nervous system to hold it. But there's a phenomenon that happens in what we call the quantum leap where your nervous system is trying to catch up. And there's often a pause before it integrates. This pause is when people often give up. It's when they say, I can't do it. It's not going to happen. Everything's stagnant. Why is this happening to me? It's where our doubt and our questioning kicks in so hardcore that we almost give up or revert back. I can tell you firsthand that when I've been at the cusp of this and I felt the pause before I knew what was going on, I reverted back to my old identity so quickly because of nervous system safety and feeling the need to be comfortable that I wasn't able to actually make that leap. There is a pause so that everything can catch up. When you are on the cusp of something major, of a major shift, there are real things that are happening in your body system that are asking you to pause. It can be your nervous system recalibrating, ready for this next shift. It can be that your mind is trying to process it all and understand that what I've been asking for is really happening. It can also be that the world around you, your external environment, is actually just catching up in a way. So perhaps that you are making a bunch of big external shifts at the same time as this big timeline shift, and your identity is like, whoa, your nervous system's like, hey, now, not this, this doesn't feel safe. And everything's trying to pull you back. That pause, that recalibration into stillness is a pivotal part of the process. So if you are experiencing this is not a time to revert back. I call it the rubber band effect, where you're being pulled and you're about to be slingshot into the next frame, into the next version of you. But right at the pullback, the pause, that moment where you're trying to aim the rubber band, right, to get to your target, and you're paused at that pullback, that's when people often let go and they get off. But if you hold on just a little bit longer and you're really allowing yourself to be embodied and integrate, that's when you slingshot. This is my metaphor for it. Maybe you've heard it. I came out of nowhere a while back. I love it. It's what's coming through now. I love doing this in my own life. It's taken me a really long time to understand that I don't get off at that moment. So things have felt crawling and slow and like, why can't this ever just happen? And this was in my early 20s, about a decade ago, where I was experiencing a lot of this, my early to mid 20s. Now, when I feel that pause, I go, okay, this might be uncomfortable. This might be a little painful. I might not love this energy of stillness and pause, but I know on the other side of that, or on the other frequency of that, something amazing is going to happen. I know that I'm where I'm meant to be. It just happened to me recently. We've been spending 8 months abroad, living in Europe. We were in the Scottish Highlands, and then we were on the Adriatic Sea in Croatia. And now we're back here in the United States, all living an intuitively led life, being guided based on those real time identity shifts. I was going through a massive quantum leap, one of the biggest I feel like I've had in my entire life as a psychic medium, spiritual guide. And the pause part that was occurring in Scotland was utterly painful because I just wanted to go, go, go and move, but things were slowing down. Time was slowing down. And I had to really understand and get to the bottom of why. For me, this time, it was about nervous system recalibration and regulation. My nervous system couldn't hold the big vision that I was birthing into existence. So I had to really, really, really work with my nervous system. I had to embody new techniques, put in new practices, take care of myself in new ways, work with identity, work with visibility wounds, work with frequency wounds, work with fear of being seen, but also fear of success wounds. And real time had to help retrain my nervous system to hold it all. If there was no pause, none of that would have happened. If there was no pause, I would have absolutely been trying to quantum leap, but had no container to hold it. So if you're feeling this massive shift, but you're feeling the pause, just understand there might be a little bit of recalibration in your physical container or in some of your practices or in your nervous system or in just integration and embodying into your day to day life. For instance, how does this new identity, how does this entire new trajectory of your life fit into your current life? Do you need to change some processes? Do you need to let go of control and surrender so you can create something completely new? What is it about your current life that's asking you to pause, reflect, reintegrate, and embody these practices real time to hold that next level vision? It's vital, it's important. I'll be honest, it's not the most pleasant part of this experience, but when you go through it time and time again and realize the importance of it, you then realize that all aspects of it are actually important. Even if they're not your favorite, they are there to help you through and to make sure that when you land it, you can hold it and it feels good and it's not creating a chaos, it's creating order out of that chaos. I really highly recommend that when you feel that pause, that resistance, like something is just not clicking in, that you go inward, that you look at the parts of you that are asking for this, and then look at the container and say, what actually can I hold with this? It's a really beautiful part of the process. I believe it's absolutely by design. It helps us catch up to ourselves, really, and to the universe. And it also gives us spaciousness to not be overwhelmed. I know we live in this society where we often want things quickly, but sometimes quick is not best. Sometimes the pause before the jump is the thing that actually sets us up for success. If this was helpful, if you love this information, if you enjoy talking about all things manifestation, quantum jumping, and identity shifts and timeline collapse and psychic mediumship, then I invite you to join me, like and subscribe, come back for more. I can't wait to meet you here because this is where the work is done. And this is where I get to pour out my heart to you, to teach you everything I know, and to be part of this amazing community. Don't forget to join. I'll see you soon.